All right. Hey, Mom, just text me and let me know that you can hear me because I muted you all, and I think I don't think I have the chat open here. So, Barb, if you'll text me and just tell me you can hear me, okay? Um, so, guys, welcome to our new consultant training. I just like to do this with our newbies just to kind of go over some things. We like you to get in and get working as quickly as you can. And this is just a way for us to kind of give you some tips and things that work for us, okay? All right, so the first thing that I like to do is if you have not gotten our Getting Started guide, reach out to your upline leader. It's also in our files in Team Grace, but it really does spell out for you step by step what you should be doing. All of you too should be added to Team Grace new consultant training Facebook page, and then it gives you daily tasks to do as well. So if you're not, if you don't have either of those, please reach out to your upline. Just a real quick housekeeping thing. Just remember that, we have about 350 people on our team. I can't possibly work with every single person. So if I am not your direct, please try to direct your questions to your direct, or use those T pages, because I can't answer every single person's messages. So we just have a chain of command, so keep that in mind. All right, so getting started. What is the first thing that you should do when you get started with your business? The first thing you should do is you should order business cards. You can use rfmall.biz to order these. You can do them in Vistaprint. You can order some through Etsy, whatever you want to do. You can really order a very cheap amount on Vistaprint, so get them right away. The things that you want to have on your business card you want to have your name, you want to have your email, you want to have a phone number, and you want to have your Facebook page. And if you're not sure what your Facebook page address is, go to your profile, go up to the top to the URL, and that will show you your Facebook page. So you can also personalize it too. So I think mine is facebook.com/Jen Conrad. Okay, so you want to have those on your business cards. The reason for that is because if you do any type of traveling, or if you meet somebody out and about, I always like to connect with them on Facebook. So maybe we've had a really great conversation, and maybe I haven't even talked about the business or the products, but I can say, you know what? I would love for you to find me on Facebook. Here, give them my card, have them find me, or we try to find each other right when I'm there, because I really love talking with you and would love to talk with you more. And that way you're adding to your funnel as well. So get those business cards ordered, and you should have them in your car. You should have them I have like a thing for my phone. You should have them in your purse, in your gym bag, in your diaper bag, anything that you carry around. You should have business cards. Next. Oh, and I don't put my website on there. And you might be asking me why. Well, I'm going to really get into that today, but I do not put my website on my business cards, because I do not want people going on there and ordering for themselves or signing up as a partner by themselves. I want them to come to me, okay? And we'll get into that here in just a little bit. The second thing is you want to familiarize yourself with Pulse. Pulse is our backdoor system. If you can't remember how to get to Pulse, just Google it. Google Rodan & Fields Pulse, and it's going to take you right there. You log in with your email address and the password that you signed up with. And this is really going to be your back office. It's going to help you control your customers, your orders, help see your progress. There's training, lots and lots of things there. And there's some great videos in the Team Grace New Consultant Facebook page that you can do by Charlotte Korn. I also have one in Team Grace under files that you can watch too. But I highly recommend going through it, spending some time trying to figure out where everything is. Next, you want to personalize your website, and you can do this by logging into Pulse, and then you'll see something that says Edit My PWS, my personal website. And you can put a picture, you can write your why, you can put a story if you have one, you can make it more about you. okay? You do have two websites. You have a .com and a .biz. Your .com is your virtual storefront. It's where you would order products for people. If you would give people a website, you would be giving them your .com to order products. Your .biz, you can also order products, but that's where you sign people up for your business, okay? The one thing that you want to familiarize yourself on the .com is that you want to know how to get to the solution tool, okay? This also is something that I do not send people to. I do it for them. So if you go to your .com, and those of you that can see me, I'm going to do it right here real quick. So I'm going to my website. And then I'm going to go under Shop Skincare, and then I'm going to go to Get Advice, okay? Then there is a solution tool that you can click on, and it's going to ask you 5 questions, okay? It's going to ask them what their 2 major skin concerns are. They're going to ask if they're pregnant or nursing, if they're male or female, if their skin is dry or oily, and it's going to make a suggestion for them. Now, the reason that I don't love to have people do this on their own is because it's going to give them the biggest package ever, and they're going to be turned off because it's expensive. So what you want to do is you want to ask them those questions. When I'm talking about product with someone, the first thing I do is I ask them, what are your 2 major skin concerns? Then I know where to direct them, okay? But if you're not quite sure where to direct them, you could do this tool for them. So just ask them the questions, and then it will tell you what the way to steer them, okay? So that is your solution tool under Shop Skincare, and then you click Solution Tool, okay? Then the next thing, you're going to hear us talking a lot about buckets, okay? You have 2 buckets. You have an SV bucket, and you have a PSQV bucket. You're going to hear us talk about 600 a lot, okay? Your minimum requirements to be an active consultant is 100 SV. And the way you get your SV is $80 in personal product and $24.95 for your website, okay, every month. So think of your $100 as your overhead, as your way to get a commission check, okay? It's like your franchise fees. So that goes into one bucket. Once that's filled, it turns green. Then the next bucket is your PSQV bucket, okay? And once you start building a team, you want to hit $600 in sales every month. Now, I remember being a brand new consultant thinking, how in the world am I ever going to get to 600 repeatedly? Well, that's easy, because to get to 600, once you start signing people on underneath you, you are going to, it's going to become easier and easier to, sorry, I was just trying to remember if I hit record. It's going to become easier and easier to hit your 600, okay? Because each of your direct consultants, $100 is going to go into that $600 bucket. Okay, so if you have 2 consultants under you, they're $80 in product minimum, and their $24.95 is going to go into that bucket. Also, our preferred customers repeatedly order. So as you build your preferred customer base, it's going to go into that bucket. Okay, so any retail sales, which means they pay full price, full shipping, is going to go into the SV bucket. Preferred customers and your personal consultants are going to go into your PSL or PSQV, okay, to get to 600. Now, to get to 600 would be signing 1 consultant at $695. That would be like 3 roller kits. And then there is a bunch of other different ways to get to 600, okay? So if you need some ideas, get with your direct, and they can help you with a plan to do that. The next thing. All right, so now we're talking about preferred customers and how do we get preferred customers. I sell 99.5% of my people as preferred customers. And once I got this language down, it completely changed everything for my business. People are turned off by the word auto ship, so never ever use the word auto ship, okay? We are not a traditional auto ship program. We are a replenishment program, okay? And what that means is when you have somebody sign up as a preferred customer, they pay $19.95 one time. That's going to give them free shipping forever. That's going to give them 10% off forever. They're never going to have to renew the price. They're never going to have to, become a preferred customer again, one time. If you would order as a retail customer, you're going to pay $15 minimum for shipping. Okay, so even if you have no intentions of ever buying any other product, it is smarter to become a preferred customer, and you can always turn it off and you can always delay it. So what I do when I'm explaining it to someone is I say, and this is in my Getting Started guide, word for word, I make them feel like they're getting an elite status, because they are. And I say, perfect, I'm going to get you signed up as a preferred customer. This will give you 10% off and free shipping on all of your scheduled orders. You will get 10% off anytime, and you do get free shipping up to once a month, okay? So if it's their off month and they want to get something, they can do that and get free shipping once a month. You have to call in and have their order processed or send an email to sales support to get that order processed, okay? And you would just add it into their replenishment cart. So you'd pay a one-time $19.95 fee, but you will save in shipping alone today, and the cost of your product is going to cover that. You have complete control over this. You can push it back at any time. You can change what you're getting, or you can cancel. I am going to help you manage your account so that things are not just going to show up for you. You're going to get an email from corporate, and I'm going to check in with you to see what you're running low on and help you make some suggestions, okay? So once they know that they have that support from you, they have that level of customer service, they're going to feel comfortable with that, okay? So it's all in how you phrase it. I did give $20 cash back to a few of my first preferred customers. You do not have to do that. Sometimes if you have somebody on the fence, you could always go back to them and you can give them a free product you have on hand. You could give them a mini facial. You could give them $20 cash back. You could do anything like that in order to entice them, okay? But you don't have to. You can also make up $20 gift certificates that you can give, which cost you nothing, and you can give it to them and they can use it on a $20. You can give them $20 back at another time as you build your business, okay? So next, you want to create your memory jogger list. And how you're going to do that is you're going to go through your cell phone. I tell people, set your alarm for 15 minutes. Go through your cell phone, go through your Facebook, go through your yearbook, go through any of those types of things that you have. Close your eyes and think about it. If you are a spiritual person, pray about it, and write down anybody's name that comes to mind, okay? This is going to be how you're going to start your messaging. So do not prejudge anyone. Just put them all on your list, and then we're going to go into messaging. So how you keep track of this is totally up to you. I keep every Facebook message I've ever written in my inbox. I also have, some people like to do Excel sheets. I went back to using a paper planner because I needed to see it in front of me. So if I had talked to someone and they said, oh, I would love to do this, but I can't do it until the next month, or I would love to do this, but I can't do it for 2 more weeks, I would be able to keep track of them better. Believe me, once your business starts to grow, you're helping other people build their businesses, you lose track of those things. And so it's very, very important to start from day one. So Excel, a notebook page, if you want a notebook page with one person's name on each one, and you can write down what you guys talked about, you can do it that way too. So it's really up to you. Next, if you have not announced your business on Facebook, you want to do that, okay? You can directly say that you've joined Rodan & Fields, or you can keep it kind of getting them guessing, like what are they doing, okay? So an example that you could do, and if you want a good graphic, just Google Rodan & Fields and then hit images, and there's all kinds of pictures of the doctors you can use. And so something that I would post would be, I am so excited to announce my partnership with the Proactive Doctors and their new anti-aging line, Rodan & Fields. We carry products to tackle fine lines, wrinkles, acne, sensitive skin, and sun damage. All of our products are clinically tested to deliver results and come with a 60-day money-back guarantee, okay? And then it also says, message me to get your personalized skincare consultation. And I'm also looking to build my nationwide team, which is now global team. So if you're looking for a way to supplement your income, start a vacation fund, or even leave a job, we need to chat. Okay, so you want to make your announcement and tag your sponsor in that announcement. Okay, the next thing is, now that you have your list, you've made your announcement, now you're going to start messaging and texting people. Every day, you're going to send 3 to 5 messages, okay? If you have a full-time job and the thought of doing 3 to 5 a day overwhelms you, then on Sunday night, do 20, okay? But you want to be consistent in whichever approach that you take. Your goal, your very first goal before you really learn anything, is to send out 200 messages, texts, emails, okay? If you do not have 200 people to contact, it's time to start adding to Facebook. You want to start adding people that you've ever come in contact with, your sister's friends, your mom's friends, your grandma's friends, old teachers, anybody you've ever come in contact or kind of know, add them on Facebook. I've gotten a lot of customers that way, okay? The next thing is you are going to, when you are messaging people, and I remember this, I would message people and I wanted it to happen immediately. And when it didn't, I got a little discouraged. I remember in my second week of business, I had done all my messaging, I was posting, and no one was liking or commenting or writing me back. And I did all of the mistakes. I first did a very big mass message to people, which you do not want to do. You want to private message people individually. So if you've done that already, it's okay. But from now on, you want to make sure that you have you're messaging everybody individually, okay? And you want to be personal with it. So you can use this like template that I have here, but don't just jump in. I can tell you, and if you've been around even for a couple of weeks, you know that I get messages all the time. I do not have Rodan & Fields on my Facebook profile. And so I get people asking me to buy products or to join their team weekly. And so don't be that person. If you do not know them, that's fine. Let them watch you. Don't add someone and immediately start messaging them. Let them watch you. Let them get to know you. Then when you have kind of formed a Facebook relationship with them, you might want to say, oh, I've really enjoyed seeing the pictures of your kids, or your vacation looked really fun, or I tried that recipe you posted the other night and it was just great, or something like that. So you want to form a personal connection with them first before you start sending them a message. Because I guarantee you, if you just send a thing to them that says, I want to announce my partnership with the doctors at Creative Proactive and blah, 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 and I call it Rodan & Fields Vomit, they're going to not read it and they're not going to respond to you. So you want to start out by saying, hi, Karen, I just love watching your photos on Facebook. I hope you are doing well, okay? And you can see if they even respond to you at that point. Then you can respond again and say, you know what, I am a part of something, I'm building a business, and you would be a great addition to my team. I would love to tell you more, okay? That's all you have to say. You can go into as more in depth that I have there in the Getting Started guide, but honestly, less is more, okay? If you really want someone on your team, what I have found is by telling them, I love your leadership style. I think you're well connected. I know that this opportunity can change your life. I would love to tell you more, okay? Or I would love to get you on the phone with my friend Jen, who's been doing this business for 2.5 years, who actually now makes 5 figures a month, who drives a free Lexus, and she's on her way to retiring her husband, okay? So if you do not have a story, it's okay. That's what your upline is there for, either myself or your direct upline. And we call those 3-way calls, okay? So when you're messaging, don't freak out and think, oh my gosh, what if somebody responds to my message? What am I going to say? What am I going to do? We will help you with that. So get with your upline and say, you know what? I got a bite. This is what their concern is. I don't know what to say. What do I say? Or I have somebody that's really interested in the business. Would you please jump on the phone with us and, let's do a call, okay? So Again, our first instinct is we want to send them to our websites. I cannot say enough. Do not do that. I did it before. I wasted a lot of time doing that. Once I changed my approach and I started making recommendations for people, my business changed, okay? My sales completely changed. We are constantly in the top 75 out of 34,000 people because we do this practice, okay? So what you want to do when people are asking you, okay, so let's say someone comes to you and they're interested in something for wrinkles, okay? You are going to, what I suggest is get your cell phone, save all of the regimens to a Google Drive, to a folder on your phone, whatever you want to do. And so if we're going to talk about Redefine, I'm going to send them a picture of the Redefine regimen. I'm going to send them a picture of the Redefine regimen with the roller. And I might want to send them a before and after picture. So if they're a 20-year-old girl, I'm not going to send them a 70-year-old lady, okay? So try to keep it, around their age and their concern, okay? If you do not have a before and after, you can ask on Team Grace. Go to my photos. I've got tons of them. If you Google it, you will find one, okay? And so then I've given them 3 visuals. And then I'm going to give them the preferred customer pricing for those 2 regimens. And I'm going to tell them the price difference. So I don't have the prices on the tip of my head right now, but there is a cheat sheet, and it's on the Team Grace new consultant training page. It's also in our files. And for example, I believe like the Redefine regimen, and don't quote me, is $283 that's $283 with the regimen and the roller, $174 with just the regimen. So our roller retails for $200 by itself. So I let them know that. I said, hey, you are going to get such a much better value by getting the roller kit. It's going to cost you a little bit more money, but it's going to save you because our roller kit retails for $100, but you can get the regimen plus the roller for $283. So it's like they're getting the regimen for $83, okay? That's preferred customer pricing. And as soon as they agree to that, or maybe they're not quite sure because the price is a little steep, you're going to explain to them that these are clinically tested products. These products work, okay? They're tested by independent testers. They work. They're going to change the appearance, the tone, the texture of your skin. Think of how much money you're spending on makeup. Think of how much money you're spending on things at Target and Walmart that are just being washed down the drain and are not doing anything for your face, okay? The goal of these products, if you're a female, is to become foundation free, okay? You will not be wearing foundation or concealer and all of that stuff, okay? And let them know it's about $2 a day. You probably spend more on that on coffee every day. So $2 a day, the regimen's going to last 60 to 90 days, and you're not going to be ordering everything every 60, 90 days, okay? So really make sure that you're ready to break it down because people are going to balk at the price. But when you explain that these products are going to change their skin, they have a 60-day money-back guarantee, and exactly what they're going to do for them, they are going to be more apt to want to purchase. Then you're simply just going to say, perfect, I'm ready to get you going. I'm going to manage your account. This is what I need from you. I need your email address. I need your mailing address. I need your phone number and your credit card information. If you feel comfortable, you can message it to me right here. You can text it to me and I give them my cell phone number, or I can give you a quick call. Which do you prefer? 9 times out of 10, they want to text it to you because they don't want to get on the phone with you. Okay, that's just our generation. That's just our society right now. They want things at their fingertip. They want you to take care of it for them. Okay, so give them the option. Do you want to text it to me? Do you want to message it to me? Or do you want me to give you a quick call? Okay, take their information. You do not need to have an official order form. I have written many orders on the back of receipts in my car. I've written them who knows where. Okay, so just take the order, get it in for them, okay? Then your upline leader can actually help you if you need help putting the order in, but it's very straightforward. When you're setting up a preferred customer, you're gonna go to your .com, you're gonna go to Shop Now, You're going to pick the regimen, and then you're going to check out as a preferred customer, okay? And then you're just going to go through their basic information. You want to set them up, so you're going to set everybody up with their email address, and then I use the first part of their email address. So, for example, if your email address is aubrey1@gmail.com, your password then would be Aubrey1, okay? So that's just how I do it. Some people have the same password for every single preferred customer, okay? My thought is if the preferred customer goes in and changes their password, they're managing their account, okay? So then you no longer need to manage it for them. But it's just an easy way to get them set up. Okay, so keep them away from your website. Make the suggestions, take the orders. Keep it simple. When you have somebody that's asking about the business, we have a YouTube video, and I will make sure that you all have that. It's actually in our files, but it's on a page called Business Redefined, and it's a YouTube video of myself and my power partner, Julie Phelps, and we go through the regimens, the opportunity, and our stories. So it's about a 30-minute video that you can send to people who want more information, and then get them on the phone, okay? Less is more. All right, so the next thing is that you want to start having some professional development books. I've heard that you should read 10 professional development pages a day, okay? So things that I love and I need to add to this list. So if you're writing this down, The Slight Edge was life-changing for me, for my health, my fitness, my finances, and my business, okay? So it's called The Slight Edge. Amazing. Next, Sarah Robbins, who was the very first consultant at Rodan & Fields, has a book called Sarah Robbins, or Network Marketing Book by Sarah Robbins. You can buy it on Amazon. Next is Flip Flop CEO, Beach Money, and The Best Friend's Guide by Natalia Yosko. Okay. Also, we love GoPro. We love Your First Year in Network Marketing. So anything that has to do with network marketing. You are not going to be a dermatologist, okay? Your job is not to diagnose people. Your job is to be a professional in network marketing, okay? So another thing I want to tell you too is you're doing your messaging. Don't be afraid to build a team before you feel you're ready. I knew that I wanted this business to run in the background of the other things I had going on in my life. And I knew that the only way to do that was to get people working, okay? That's how you build residual income. Residual income is income that continues to pay you over and over once you do the work once, okay? So like this week, I'm getting ready to leave for the whole week, and I will be away from my business. I will still be able to work it if I choose, but I can completely shut off for that week and know that I'm still going to grow my paycheck. My team is still going to be doing well, and my paycheck will probably even be one of the biggest I have had this month, okay? That's residual income, okay? All right, so the next thing is that you saw a Sunday night training call posted on Team Grace. Every Sunday night, there is a call by Sarah Robbins, okay? So make sure you're doing those. It just helped me to kind of reset. It helps me to kind of focus. It helps me to validate my concerns, my fears, kind of validates that I'm doing things correctly to hear from other leaders. Sarah Robbins also has a website that you guys can go to, and it's called teamrockinrobbins.com, and the login is team, and the password is team. Okay, Sarah, again, was our first consultant in Rodan & Fields, and she's got Getting Started videos. She's got Getting New Consultant Training Guide. I had printed that off. I carried it with me. That was like my Bible when I started, okay? And then making time for the Sunday night calls. They're at 8:30 Eastern, and then there are replays. So if you can't get on live at 8:30, you can get on, maybe Monday morning. That becomes your thing. All right. So we've already talked about closing language, but if you need to reiterate, it's in that Getting Started guide. We've talked about taking an order. We've talked about if you have a prospect, so 3-way calls, that's where it's at. Get that third-party validation. You do not need to be the expert right out the door. It's okay to tell them, you know what, I have just started my business. I want to make sure all of your questions are answered. Let me get my friend Jen on the line. When is a good time? 8:30 or 9:30? Perfect. Let's, and then just shoot me a message. All right. So if a consultant has a problem, which many of these products, they will go through maybe a boot camp phase. Let them know that's completely normal. It's just like I make the analogy, it's just like going back into the gym. If you haven't been in the gym for a while, your muscles are going to be sore. You're going to be achy. Okay. Your body's in shock. You're in fatigue. And so as you keep working out, the soreness is going to go away, and you're going to see results. Well, it's the same with our skincare because they're active products. So when you first use them, if you've never used anything on your face, you might have some breakouts, okay? Maybe they weren't completely honest with you about sensitivity. So maybe they're going to have sensitivity issues that come up, okay? So if we ever have problems like that, we have the RF connection that we can go to, and their information's all on here, that are nurses on staff that can answer questions. If they want to return something, they can send it back, but they also need to go in and reorder it. You can't exchange it. So the best bet is let's say that maybe they need something different than what you've prescribed for them or help them prescribe. They would need to send the back and then get on and order it again. So there might be some lag time between the time they get their credit and the time that they've reordered, okay? But 60-day empty bottle guarantee, and we have less than, I think, a 1% return rate. So just keep that in mind, is that not many people actually do that. Next, all right, what do people do that are successful? Okay, the one thing that you want to do is you want to schedule a product launch and ask your friends to hold one for you. So I did a few a month when I first started. Another thing that we do is virtual events. We are not a party planning company, which makes us unique. But it is great to have little get-togethers. So you could have a cocktail and conversations, or you could have a Buffalo Wild Wings, have a table and do, I don't know, come up with some creative name. Invite your friends to come over, have a cookout, invite your friends over to introduce them to what you're doing, to your business, okay? Have a mimosas and mini facials or something like that. But you want to have an event, a live event, or you want to have a virtual event in your first couple months. The next thing is Facebook. You want to be posting every day on Facebook. You want to be careful, though, that you are not spamming all of your people. I know that we get super excited and we want to just share everything, but that's going to turn people off. There are certain times of the month where I do post a lot more, like if I'm running towards an incentive or we're trying to hit a goal or something like that, okay? But I always try to mix it up with something that my family is doing or I'm doing with my boys, or something inspirational, or something with my fitness journey, or recipes. So things that are going to keep people coming back, not just from my Rodan and Fields posts, okay? The other thing that you guys need to get past is you need to get past this fear of what are people going to think of me? What are people going to think of my posts? You are not offending anyone by posting on Facebook. So right now you need to just get past that. You need to be consistent. So if your posting schedule is going to be once a day it is. If it's going to be once every other day, then that's what it's going to be. But do not post and then not post for a week, because people are not going to take you seriously. When I was talking about the 200 messages, what I wanted to say was I got really frustrated my second and third week because I felt like people were not listening to me. People were not taking me seriously. And I was like, this business isn't going to work. And then I realized by my leader that she told me, Jen, you know what? You have Rodan and Fields on your brain all the time. You are super excited about it. You're ready to grow. People are busy. Think about how many times a day or a week or a month that you get a message on the go. You look at it and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I want to do that later. And then you forget, okay? I get text all the time and I forget to respond, okay? It's not that I'm ignoring you. It's not that I don't want to know more. It's that I'm busy. And so sometimes I just forget. So remember that your first 200 messages and your first postings, you're not going to have people other than Rodan and Fields probably like your posts. It's just how it is. People are afraid if they like or they comment, you're going to rope them in, okay? So they're not going to, but they're going to be watching you, okay? You're going to have a lot of creepers. But you also need to remember that this is a seed planting phase for you in your business. This means that people are watching to see if you're serious, okay? They're seeing, oh, what is she doing? Oh, what's that? I wonder if she's going to continue to do this. I really would like to join her team, but she's not usually someone who follows through with things, so maybe I'll watch and see what she does. I have people 2.5 years later who have watched me 2.5 years, who now, after they've seen a car, after they've seen what we do with our business, are now starting to take me seriously. So don't be discouraged by that. Timing is everything for people in this business. It may not be the right time. Don't ever write somebody off for them telling you no, because a no is not a no. It's usually a not right now. Okay, so keep that in mind and don't ever take it personal. You have to have thick skin in this business and you just have to move forward. Next. So you're going to do your 200 messages, okay? That's your first step. When you're done, shout it out to your upline, shout it out on Team Grace. I've done my 200 messages, woohoo. Okay, you have planted those seeds. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to start following up, okay? You're going to go back to the very first message that you sent, and you're going to just say, you know, not the next day, but maybe the next week or then the week after. And you're going to say, oh my gosh, I am so excited to tell you more. I know I sent you this message last week. Just wanted to see if you got it and want to see if maybe you want to have coffee this week. I would love to make some recommendations for you. Or, hey there, just wanted to check in. I sent you a message last week. I'm running in a deal right now, $20 cash back, or Sunless Tanner with a preferred customer order. I'd love to get you going. Or, hey girl, I'm so excited. I just can't shake the feeling that I need to talk to you about this business. You would be phenomenal on my team. What's a good time when we can chat? Okay? So little things like that. People do things one time. They message one time. They post one time. They think then it doesn't work. The fortune is in the follow-up, okay? If you follow up with people, not bugging people every day, but if you follow up with people, they're going to appreciate it, and they are, you're going to get the sales, and you're going to get the people to join you in the business. You've got to follow up, okay? Next. You may create mini facials, and mini facials are microdermabrasion paste, lip serum, and night serum, okay? You can order those. Just go to your.com, log in. The paste packets are in the consultant only section, and those are great ways to get product in people's hands. We do not have samples because our products are clinically tested. They are clinical strength, which means you need to be using these for a period of time before you're really going to see a result. So we don't want to give somebody a little bit of a regimen and say, hey, go home and use this. They might be able to feel the texture and feel how it feels on their face, but they're not going to see a change overnight. Now, you can also give out our acute care strips. If you wanted to get a box of those they will see results overnight. They can do them like on their mark in between their eyebrows. They can do them around their eyes or around their mouth. They will actually be able to see a result with the acute care overnight. Next. Oh, and if you ever hand out a sample, a mini facial or an acute care, you want to make sure you get their contact information and you make a time. Say, hey, you know what? Here, I want you to go home and try this for me. I've started a new business. I'm going to check in with you in 2 days and see how you loved it. Okay? So make sure you let them know they're going to be following up. You're going to be following up with them. Just some other tips. You can run flash deals on Sunless Tanner, sunscreen, body lotion. I tell people we do not usually collect money from our customers. It's all done through our websites. But sometimes we need a little boost in our $600 bucket. And so this is a great way to do that. So for example, right now I'm running a Sunless Tanner promo, $25 shipped to you. We pay $19. It costs me about $2 to ship. It's a great way to boost my volume, okay? So what I do then is I have there's an app called Square. You can connect it right to your bank account, and it'll go right in there to deposit. Okay, you just simply need their email address, stick it in, request $25. You can do that. You can do it through PayPal, whichever you want to do. Okay, and then I order them all. So if you don't have your husband on your account, you can make him a preferred customer and order those tanners. You could order them under a kid if you want. Whatever you want to do. It just has to be a different email and a different credit card than what you signed up with. As your business grows too, you can offer incentives to close that day. So maybe you have some product on hand that you want to throw in, an eye cream for a roller kit or something like that. You can also, again, give $20 cash back to set off their preferred customer fee. You can give them a $20 gift certificate to use towards their next purchase. Anything that you want to do. Remember, this is your business, so personalize it to the way that you want it. I also do pay for referrals. Ask my preferred customers for referrals. So that might either be cash or maybe they want some free product. So, I kind of work it out that way. The one thing you want to make sure that you do is that you check with your new preferred customers within the first couple weeks. Just check in and say, hey girl, just wanted to see how much you are loving your product. Okay, just like that, loving your product. And just make sure they're doing okay. Okay. Then you're going to want to talk to them again at the 45-day mark and see when they're ready, if they're going to need anything in their replenishment order. The next thing that you want to do is for every preferred customer you want to send out a personal thank you note. And you can put them in the mail or you can thank them on Facebook. I also have a preferred customer group that sometimes I offer special incentives for or deals for just my preferred customers. You can also hold contests to share your posts. Okay. The next thing is you want to look for your dream team right off the beginning. Don't be afraid to start building that team. I have so many people that say, gosh, I wish I would have just started from day one. I wish I would have had the courage to talk to this person, and then they go sign with someone else. So you need to start focusing on the people that you want on your team. Also, do not leave a customer hanging for days. So if someone shows interest on a post or in your message and you're busy, just let them know, hey, you know what? I'd love to tell you more, or I'd love to make some suggestions for you. Let me get back with you later tonight. Okay. Make sure that they feel important and get back to them. You also want to connect with other consultants in Rodan and Fields. I know that is so incredibly weird. And why would I want to essentially partner or friend people who are so-called my competitors? And what you'll find out really fast is that Rodan and Fields is not like the corporate world. Rodan and Fields, we encourage each other, we support each other, we love each other. My power partner is not in my pay plan, and we share ideas and we run together. Okay, and so you want to friend other Rodan and Fields consultants, and you want to get to know other people so that they can like and comment on your posts. All right, so if people ask to join your Facebook page, do it. Next, don't get discouraged. Like I said, if no one likes your posts, people are watching, just keep doing it and make sure you're changing it up. And just also remember, we all, even me in 2.5 years, we all have our up days and we have down days. I still get no's, okay? We want to celebrate the no's because after the no's are the yeses. And we want to remember that this business model can take 3 to 5 years to get it where you really want to be. And so if you think about it, AJ and I have been in for 2.5 years, and we just now hit the 6-figure a month salary. Okay. I could not have done that within my 20 years as a social worker. It just couldn't have happened. AJ would have probably spent his 20 years as a police officer to even make even a dent to get us near there. So 3 to 5 years to put your head down, to cut out TV and work your business in the nooks and crannies of your life is a payoff for the way you're going to be able to live in the future. So really just commit to yourself that you're going to commit to it no matter the ups and downs, and that you're just going to keep going. Remember, it's not going to be your best friends and your family sometimes that are going to join you in business or be your first customers. You're still going to want to love on them and keep them in your life, but you're going to have to keep going, and you're going to have to keep making new friends and making new connections. The funniest thing, and I share this all the time, is I have several girls that I went to grade school with that are on my team. I have nobody from my high school that joined my team. Okay. It's so weird. I have nobody really, my close people I thought were my very close friends, as an adult have not, again, acknowledged my business or joined us in business. And that's okay. It's not for everyone. In your first month, you should be talking with your sponsor daily. If you're not, then you fall off. We'll bring you back 1 or 2 times, but then it's not our job to chase you, okay? We can't want this more for you than you want it for yourself. So you need to, create a vision board, get a bulletin board, put things on that you want to see this business do for you, whether that be to buy a home or pay off debt or your child's future or a vacation or whatever you want to see this business do for you. And it can be ever changing. But like AJ and I have a dream home thing. We have a truck for him. We have, of course, the amount of people that we want to touch this year, the income that we want to get to. I'm such a firm believer in visualization, and if you've never read The Secret, read The Secret. But I'm such a proponent of visualization, and I think that really helps you stay focused as well. And then really the last thing I'm going to say is really treat this like a job, and it's going to pay you like a job. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to treat you, it's going to pay you like a hobby. So if you want significant income, you've got to put the time in. Okay, got to put your head down. You've got to work your business every single day. So you should have business hours. So if you're working this business as solely your job, you need to sketch out, okay, from 8 to 10, I'm going to be working my messaging and following up and learning, okay, every day. Or maybe I'm working this business on the side, and so I'm going to spend my time from 9 to 10 o'clock when the kids go to bed at night. That's going to be my time to work on my business. I'm going to cut TV out. I'm going to, focus on my business. So if you need the template for the 200 messages, all of that is in that Getting Started guide. Your first challenge then is to get out there and start messaging and start working your business. Don't wait to announce your business. Go with it while you're excited. Start messaging. And again, don't get discouraged. Don't take it personally. People are busy, and just remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. So I am going to stop there. I've given you a lot of information, but for your challenges then after this is you're going to familiarize yourself with Team Grace New Consultant Facebook page. You're going to order business cards. You want to start your posting and your messaging and start connecting with other people. And if you feel like you don't have enough friends on Facebook, start adding them. You can become part of online groups like online mom groups, or start making friendships, start adding people that way. Don't kill them with the business right off the bat. Just let them watch you, and those connections will come later. So I am going to unmute you all, and if anyone has questions, I'm going to go ahead and open it up for questions. So let's see. All right, guys, you all are unmuted, so if you're not talking, if you wouldn't mind muting your phone or your computer. But does anyone have questions for me? You all are so quiet. No one has questions. Barb, you don't even have a question?
Me? Hello?
Yeah?
Hi. Where did you say you could find your training guide at?
You know what? I will, it's in Team Grace under files, but I will post it again here as soon as I get off, so you guys have it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And that's just something that I give to everyone as soon as they get started. And you can create your own off of mine, but everybody who joins me as a direct gets it right off the bat. Anybody else?
Hey, Jen.
I had a question. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Court, I heard you. Court, go ahead.
How do you get somebody to side with us instead of like Proactive or something? Because I've had a lot of people say, well, I can go to the mall and buy Proactive, and people, it's more publicized than anything.
Okay, well, so with Proactive, they can't sign up to sell Proactive. Proactive is cheaper, but the way that we distinguish it is that on Blemish, if they're looking for acne, there's more technology behind on Blemish, and so the doctors have put a lot more time, a lot more research into it. And that's the difference. And plus, like you said, Proactive didn't work for you. It's a peroxide base where if they haven't had luck, the sulfur base may be the option for them with Blemish. If they're not ready to start with a full regimen, you could do the Unblemished wash and like the microdermabrasion paste together. That works really good on blackheads. So. Yes, I know you can go buy Proactive at the console, but you're not going to get a level of customer service because I'm going to be helping you. You get the money back guarantees. I don't know. I guess Proactive might do that. I don't know. Just let them know it is a different formulation, more technology behind it.
I have a question about a couple of things. First of all, I had someone ask me already if I have a celiac. I wanted to make sure that everything was gluten-free before I, got them any further.
Okay, so there are a couple things that have gluten in them. They
Okay.
are do the regimen, I believe. I believe it Soothe 2. Barb, are you on?
Okay.
2 and 4, I believe.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
2 and 4, both in the Soothe?
I'll look up real
Okay.
quick. I'll look it
Yep.
up.
Okay, thank you. And then the other one was I missed the 7:30 call. I was on the road, so I was unable to make that call that was live. So is the number the same for the recorded call, or is it different?
I believe it's different. You know what? It's in this Getting Started guide I'm going to post, but I try to post the replay too. If not,
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. If not, it's in this document.
I check gluten in 2 and 4 for Soothe.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much.
And everything is safe for pregnant or nursing except for they should not be using night serum or in Unblemished, there is a spot fading toner. Those are not safe for pregnancy. And the reverse accelerator pack, but the regular reverse is good.
Can you repeat those?
So night renewing serum,
Right.
the spot fading toner in Unblemished, and the reverse accelerator pack.
All right.
Anyone else? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop the recording. I will post the recording here as soon as it uploads and this Getting Started guide. Happy messaging. Let us know how many messages you send out on the page and what kind of responses you're getting. And thank you guys all so much for joining us tonight. We had 13 people on. It's pretty exciting. So congratulations to you all. This is a wonderful journey. A lot of hidden blessings from joining us. And we're all here to help you. So form those relationships and let's help motivate each other. So thank you guys so much. And